This episode of the Young Turks is brought to you by West Host, offering premium web hosting since 1998. Everybody knows that Jon Stewart went on Bill O'Reilly's program. They had a debate over Common. We covered that. And now some people are making a big deal out of the fact that Jon Stewart said that in some circumstances he might not vote for President Obama. To which I say, of course. I love like people are surprised. Like, oh, really? Like, why? Aren't you supposed to be on the Democrat side or the left side? Well, it depends on the situation, and there are some things that, I don't think he did right. Apparently, Jon Stewart thinks he didn't do right. And it depends on who his opponent is. Does that mean that we would vote for one of the current Republicans? I can't speak for Jon Stewart. I know I wouldn't vote for anybody in a primary right now. Those Republicans are crazy. John Huntsman's an interesting character. Look, it doesn't mean you're going to vote for the guy, right? But am I open-minded about it? Absolutely, because I want to see who's the best. And I'm not on Team Democrat or Republican, and I was glad to see Jon Stewart isn't either. But what I found more interesting is what Stewart said about whether he was disappointed with President Obama. So let's watch that together.
You voted for him. Has he lived up to your expectations?
No.
Yes.
But I don't know if my expectations were fair to that individual. I believed that we were at a more transformative time, and but I've come to respect a certain steadiness of his craft that I don't necessarily agree with. I think he had an opportunity more in the Reagan mold to be a little bit more of a bully pulpit president than what he appears to be, which is more of a Tip O'Neill president, like a legislative worker, more of someone who understands a bureaucratic method as opposed to something that's more, Teddy Roosevelt, Ronald Reagan type.
I didn't understand a word of that, but it sounded really good.
Yeah, it's funny that O'Reilly didn't understand. I mean, I guess he's partly kidding, right? But I thought Stewart, as usual, nailed it. I think that's exactly right. That's the issue that I have with the president. And to clarify for Bill O'Reilly, what he's talking about is Reagan came in with big ideas and said, we're going to change the way things are. And he took the top tax rate as an example from 70% to at one point 28%. Now, that got moved back up at some point, not anywhere near 70%, but that was transformative. He came in and said, we're going to limit the size of government. We're going to change the direction that we're going in. Whereas Tip O'Neill, he's saying it was a politician who made compromises, who negotiated, and got things done, but not in a transformative way, if that's fair to Tip O'Neill. It was just more like change I could kind of muster up. And unfortunately, that's what we got with President Obama. I certainly feel that way. And I every day I ask myself if my expectations were too high, and every day I come up with no. He told us change. Big change in how we do things, change in the government. This isn't fundamental change. This is nickel and dime stuff. We got a little bit better health care. The financial reform was, if it was better, it was a tiny bit better. But overall, the drug companies got the same deal they got under Bush. The lobbyists are still strong. President Obama's still giving away drilling rights. And the list goes on and on. It doesn't mean he's a total, failure by any stretch of the imagination. He did a lot of great things. You got 2 progressive Supreme Court justices. You got Osama bin Laden captured, dead, etc. The list goes on. Lilly Ledbetter, for fair pay for women. But is it the change that we thought we were going to get and we were promised in the campaign? I don't think it is. And I'm encouraged to see that Jon Stewart agrees, even if it confuses Bill O'Reilly. I don't get it. Which team are you on? Which team are you on? You know what team we're on? We're on Team America. Although that guy is ironically a German barbarian. And at West Host offers web hosting for 19 cents a day. You can't get cheaper. That's
right.
ridiculous. You could do web host transfers. Like you got a website, transfer.
For free. You have 24/7 support.
60-day money-back guarantee. Well, then you literally can't lose. 25% off if you go to westhost.com/TYT.
You know what I think about that? I think West Host.
West Host.